everyone, how are you today? I hope you guys in your good condition because I'm totally feeling fine too today. I found a pretty quote that relates with my topic. That was, wisdom is the understanding of critical value and living on it, by Jiddu Krishnamurti, an Indian theosophist. After analyzing this quote, I got something that youth with a proper mindset can form a bright future, and wisdom is the key. However, being wise is a really broad goal that cannot be defined in a word or two. There are three things that have a strong relation with wisdom. I call it as rhetoric, critic, and ethic. Alright everyone, before discussing these three characteristics further, let me introduce myself. Together with me, Annisa. So today I would like to deliver my speech about the importance of empowering mind through rhetoric, critic, and ethic to create a better future. First of all, let's thank to Almighty God. Due to God's blessing, we can finally celebrate this event. And second, I want to say thank you for all the judges and the inspiring committee. Let me begin with the basic idea regarding my topic. Firstly, let's talk about rhetoric. Rhetoric, known as the art of speaking. It refers to the ability to speak well with the right choice of diction because it aims to influence the listener. And the second, critics. I'm sure that all of us here are already familiar with the word critic. Critic refers to the ability to think deeply and rationally. And last but not least, ethic. It is not something new, right? Ethic refers to how we behave in accordance with morality. And do you know, guys, if youth has these three characteristics, then the youth is a wise person. Because wisdom is a combination between thought, ways of speaking, and behaviors. But the question is, how can these characteristics influence our future? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the future becomes what the youth want it to be. Youth characteristics build the future. And anything that we do as the youth determines our future, shaped our future. Rhetoric, criticism, and ethic, those are the basic manner and the basic characters that we need to have. And those three things come from youth with a good mind. A wise mind will automatically train you to think critically, and it will revert to your way of speaking and your behaviors. And also, youth who tend to be critic we know when to move and when to speak up. They know what to do and the impact it will have. Unfortunately, in this era, rhetoric is considered negative and it's called good in diction, bad in realization. Critic is considered too ambitious and arrogant, while ethic is considered slang and trash. However, in reality, most of of us have not yet mastered rhetoric as the social youth, critic as the nation's next generation, and ethic as the youth who adhere to norms. And this misunderstanding makes us to, having no idea and having a really backwardness of knowledge. So it will result in the individual having no ambition and having no idea what we are going to pursue in the future. So, what would the future look like if us as the youth had a poor knowledge, had a poor attitude? Obviously, we will remain in misery since we are unable to comprehend these three essential values, and it will lead to the individual having no ambition what we're going to pursue in the future, like what I said before. Alright, everyone, in the future, Indonesia will require young people who comprehend rhetoric, are able to think critically and are ethical. I realize that it is tough. Nevertheless, it may be in age. For example, if you want to acquire having a good rhetoric, do a lot of reading activities, improving your good diction, and then practice it verbally. And the second, if you are being critic, do a lot of extensive reading activities and also trying to do problem solving practices. And last, if you want to acquire having a good ethic, there is no other way. The only way is understanding the norms as in Indonesia and then implementing it to your society, placing yourself as the youth who adhere to norms. If those things are effective, it will undoubtedly help both the youth and the nations as a whole. Rhetoric can help us to deal with a lot of social situations. Critic can help us to solve all of the world issues. And ethic, of course, it can shape us to be the good role of Indonesian, of an Indonesian youth. One thing that needs to be highlighted that what we have in common determines our future. And the other most important thing is our mindset. So setting our good mindset to set our good action for finally can create our good future. Alright everyone, I think that's enough about my speech. Thank you and have a nice day.